Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. As the ball goes out of bounds.
It's coming now.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's got it to Hearns. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Cowboys! Allen Hearns, 47 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
All day, baby, all day, baby.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Go. Hey, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete. It's Connor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey! Mike's 5'4".
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 54. Mike 54.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
54's Mike.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken short. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the 1st quarter. Now it's time for the 2nd quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide 80. Gun. Here we go.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Gun. Hey, let's get in them holes. Gun. 26.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Snickers, 66. Right there.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he stopped immediately there. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
But it's brought in by Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
You good? He coming across? Hey, I got him. That's me. Big. 5-4, Mike, 5-4.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Number 84.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Here we go. Hey, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Let's go. Roger. You got nothing. Jack 16. You got nothing. Gotta go. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
8. Good. Watch the twist. Third. White 80. Mike's 50. Gotta go. Mike's 54. Squirrel. Tighten up.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Hey. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Roethlisberger will throw. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
8.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Four down. Alert. Check 37. No foul. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Steelers is lined up for the kickoff. Number 15, back to return.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Here we go. 47. Come to my world. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
4 down. Check. Double bump.
Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 180. Mike 51.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that's incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
4th down, Prescott. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Here we go. Jack 16. Set! Blue 30. All right, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Watch 7. Monday. Watch 7. It's got to go. Single.
Here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. 22 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Corner.
Tight ends right.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Go.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
You good? You coming across?
Motion!
All right, let's go.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Escapes the defender. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And the Steelers is lined up for the kickoff. Number 15, back.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And out of bounds there on the kick. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd and long for Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
We got 4.
Focus. 8.
Watch
Kings.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Don't
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here comes the boom! I see you, boy! I see you!
Number 19 on the reception. No gain on the play.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Hey!
Show that bench release and go.
We got 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. And I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight on the right.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Double. Snickers.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Watch 30. I got trips this.
Foul. Jack 16.
We got 3.
Now it's Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down.
Here we go. 180. Gun. 186.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Get out.
On second down, Prescott again. Austin's got it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. One last shot now for Prescott. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.